Hey everybody, and I am back with another video. It took quite a while because I was just having a couple of time off and doing my thing and all that good stuff. So if you guys know that I did review the Carmi, the first palette that he did with Makeup Revolution, I am going to review the second one, but I just wanted to basically sort of get on here plain faced and sort of just show you guys my face, that makeup. So at the moment, I'm currently can't put anything on my lip because I kind of picked my lip hole. Don't ask. So to get it down because I was gonna go get another piercing in my lip, and I thought that maybe if I like kind of picked out the scar, it would kind of probably not the smartest move. So you guys may have seen that I did a review video, kind of like a look with the first Carmi palette that Makeup Revolution did, which was the Kiss of Fire, which is this one here, as I still own it and still have it. So in here you got like your two highlighters, which is this one and this one, and I am going to refer back to this as I really do like this palette. So if you guys have seen that video, if you guys haven't seen that video, I will leave the link down below for you guys, just to show you guys. My phone is going off again, just to sort of let you guys know that I did actually do a Carmi Revolution makeup palette before. So this one consists of 10 eyeshadows and 2 highlighters. So the other one that he's got, I do not have like the proper packaging and everything for it because I did throw it out quite a while ago, but as you will see, Carmi, I will also leave Carmi's link below for the palette, this palette that he has, so you guys can take a proper look at his swatches and all that other stuff. But this is the Makeup Revolution Carmi Magic Palette. Now, this is so cute. Now, if you guys can see, I absolutely am living for this kind of like teal situation happening here. So it took me a while to, get this, as it did take maybe, I think it was like a week. I did actually order from Makeup Revolution themselves. I didn't go on like Glam Writer here in Australia that do distribute a lot of Makeup Revolution and Revolution products. So if you guys have not seen their vast range of Makeup Revolution and Makeup Revolution palettes and Makeup Revolution Pro, I think. They also have a skincare line. I don't know if Glam Writer will be getting it. I do not know. You could always kind of contact them and ask them if they're going to get it. But they are pretty good. They're super fast shipping to be in Australia. Also, now Priceline now officially sells Makeup Revolution products, which is really cool. So if you guys are interested in getting any of their foundations, which they all work perfectly fine, I'm in love with them all. They sell them as well as Glam Writer do. I think that Priceline only has some stuff in store and some stuff online. They don't have like the whole range of their products. I don't know if they will be getting more of their products in. I do not know. I think they're going to see how it goes first, and then they'll probably slowly distribute more to here, to Australia. I do not know, as I am not aware. I'm not a makeup stock taker, so I do not know if they will, or if it's a like thing that you can't do and you can't order. But I do believe that you can get this Carmi palette from Glam Writer. I don't know if Priceline has it, but you can always check out your store where you live and also check on the internet. There might be some stuff up there that is not that, they don't have in store and all that good stuff. I know here where I live is currently, they don't have much stuff, but I haven't gone in there for a while, so I don't technically know. I know they don't sell a lot of like NYX products, which really sucks. So that's my Priceline. I don't know about your Priceline, but if you guys have like a bigger chain Priceline, I'm sure that they'll stock a little bit more. Here's just a really small one. We don't really have like a big variety of stuff, but yeah. So going into the Carmi palette, because it's already been 4 minutes and 31 seconds, going into it, it is a teal kind of thing, and this consists of, we've got 20 shades, because it's saying 6, so 20. So we've got 20 shades in this bad boy here. I am just in love with the packaging, and if you guys can see, I don't think you guys can see very clear, but you can see that in here he's got his logo pressed in it, his BB logo, which is really cool and really versatile and really gorgeous. I think that is really cute that he decided to add his own little logo in it. I think that's really cute. Very Jeffree Star is what I'm thinking. But yeah, so we've got a lot of colours in here. So we've got some foiled ones, which are here. And then we get some foiled ones as well as some matte ones too. So let's get into the swatching. And yeah. So I'm going to do some swatches of the Carmi Make a Magic Revolution palette. So we're gonna go, I might do the bottom 2 rows first and then go with the glittery ones a little bit later on, because I just want to show you guys the matte. There is some there's pressed pigment and then there's like metallic pigment. It's very hard to explain, but I'll just swatch them for you. So the first one I'm going to swatch is called Overcome, which is this little kind of like dark red color. I don't know how to call it and what to call it. That's that on my finger. I will swatch it on my hand for you. So that is the shade Overcome. The next shade is sort of like a glittery one, and it's called Integri. I can't even pronounce it. It's this color here, and I'm sorry if I cannot pronounce a lot of them, but that is it's sort of got a little bit of glitter, so it's sort of like a, what would I call this color? I think I'd call it more like a khaki color, not like a khaki, but more like a pistachio kind of color, I think is what I would call that. And that's it there. The next shade is Love Yourself, which is this really nice corally glitter shadow here, and this one's really nice because it's called Love Yourself, which is quite a cute name. And that's it on my hand. The next shade is Free Hugs, which is super cute and is such a really nice subtle kind of like pink kind of color. Pink, kind of like a pink, like a warm, sort of like a warm pink, red, pinky, sort of like a salmon color. Maybe it's not a salmon color. Maybe I think it's a salmon color. Maybe I'm just saying it's a salmon color because it looks like a salmon color. The next one is called Honesty, which is this super cute kind of gold shadow with some glitter in it too, which is really quite nice. They are really nice colors. So that is that color. The next one is called Addicted, which is sort of like a, I don't know what I would call this. Sort of like a soft brown, but kind of sort of soft brown, I would call it, or a don't know what sort of brown I would call that. Sorry. So the next one is called Camo, which is, I'm guessing that this one was inspired by the khaki color of Camouflage, which is this really nice green one here. I haven't really dipped into this one, so you guys are seeing it firsthand on my hand because I haven't used it in any of my makeup looks yet, so that's quite interesting. The next shade is called Flames, which is like a really bright orange kind of color, so sort of like a coral, but not so coral orange, more of a, I don't know what you would call that orange. If I am fudging this up and saying and not thinking of the colors properly, just give me a heads up. The next one is called Confidence, which is sort of, again, it's more on the taupey kind of side, not taupe, on the light side, I guess, more like a base, like a sort of like a base color, I guess, is what I would call it, or what do they call it? Transition shade. To transition into a color is what I'm saying. The next one is Desire, which again, this is a sparkly pink little color here, which is this one here, and I will swatch that on my finger for you. that is Desire. The next one is another really nice glittery one, which is sort of like a teal glitter, and this is called Self-Made, which is really quite nice, which I am really digging this color. Sort of like a siren, kind of like a sea color, something that's very sea vibes. And that one is called Self-Made. The next one is called Bliss, which is like a really nice soft matte light pink. It annoys me because I don't like to swatch my fingers in them because they lose the color. The next shade is called You Do You, which is more of like a, I don't know what I would call this color, more of like a dark plum brown color is how I would call it. I don't know if that's what you guys would call it, so let me know in the comments below if that's the kind of color that you would call it. The next one is called Dark Side, which is this really nice black kind of deepy darky color. Dark Side. I kind of love the name of that though. Carmi's cool with his like names of his colors. So that is Dark Side. So they are the two rows, and then I'm gonna go into the top row, and I'll be back with swatches of that one. I'm just gonna wipe my hands off because have color on it. So now that I have cleaned my hand, now it's time to show you the top row of colors, which are these really pretty ones here, which are like a pressed foil, I'm guessing they are. So the first one is called 'Cause of You, which is sort of like a kind of really nice champagne-y orange color. And these are super gorgeous. That is like stunning. The next one is a pink metallic, kind of sparkly, like a dark pink, and it's called Bite Me. Oh, okay. This pigment is just whoosh. There's that one. The next one is called Moneymaker, which I absolutely love this color. It is like a gold, really nice coppery gold mix. And this one is gorgeous to the touch. I don't know, you guys will see how pigmented it is. The next one is called Under My Spell, which is like a really nice sparkly light blue, like an ice blue. It's really nice. And these are just so pigmented. Check that out. The next one is called Make Magic, which is the name of the palette. And it is just this baby right here, this like teal-y kind of color, teal green hybrid, I would call that. This is one of my favorite colors because it reminds me of very like mermaid vibes. So into mermaid vibes, as you guys probably already know by my color palette and the reason I choose the colors that I choose in my eyes. The next one is You Got This, which is sort of like a very nice like plum, I don't know, it's hard to say. It's sort of like a plum but with some gold and some green flicks of glitter in it. It's very hard to explain it. I'll just show you what I mean. See how it's sort of like a hybrid? It's very glittery and very like, it's sort of like a plum, but with a very like brown, like a green kind of undertone to it with like the sparkles in it, like a green, blue, white undertone. It's very hard to explain it. But these are the top row, which they are all stunning. Carmi did an amazing job on this palette with his pigments. Oh my god. I am so in love with them. Like, I'm in love with these. Especially, I think my two favorite out of the top row, would have to be your green, your Under My Spell and Make Magic. And then You Got This is kind of giving me vibes too. I'm not a really pink person, so I'm not a big believer in pink, but that's me. And I think my favorites out of the bottom row, kind of like those really nice natural tones, so like your Free Hug, and sort of like You Do You, and like your light pink, and sort of like your more neutral kind of colors, and then you take, you know, your vibrant kind of like your really big tones, as in sort of like you're under my spell and make magic, and sort of like your darker ones to darken up the eye. So you go from neutral and then you go a little bit darker. So I'm gonna go get my foundation on and all that stuff for you guys, and then I'm gonna start doing the eye look. I did want to not do the foundation on camera because I just think you guys would probably get a little bit bored with seeing me apply my foundation. You guys know how I apply my foundation. I've done it before on camera for you guys, so you guys know the drill, sort of ish. But my foundation, I'm just gonna use my normal. So I'm gonna be using the Revoultion matte base and the pore blurring full coverage foundation in the shade F1, and then I'm just going to be taking my concealers in the shade C2, which is the Revoultion ones, and C1 I'm going to be using as well. So I'm going to be using both of the C1 and the C2, and then I'm just going to prime my face with the Onyx primer, which is this little baby here. And then I'm just going to basically just use my BYS prep and setting spray, the amethyst one. I am in love with this one at the moment. This one is one of my good ones that I use for my face. So I will be back after I do my foundation and I will create an eye look for you guys. So I did my foundation and I chucked on some brows just so you guys can see that it's kind of not like plain and just me playing with my eyes. So now it's time to prime the eyes, and I use basically, I use anything. I use concealer too. If you want to use concealer, you can use concealer. I use concealer as well, so I use eye primer and then I also use concealer. So anything you want to use. A lot of people use concealer, a lot of people use eye primer. Really, it really depends on what you want to use. I don't know, I just like to use concealer, and sometimes I use eye primer too because it's whatever I've got on my bench, on my makeup bench, is what I use. I know that sounds so tragic and so ridiculous, but it's whatever is on my bench at the time, I will use. So I think I'm just going to go and do a normal look that I always do with like a palette. There's Luna, my cat. So I'm going to take the shady brush, and I'm going to be taking just Overcome. I'm going to be taking a little bit of Overcome, and then holy smacks, that takes out a lot of the pigment. And I'm just going to push that underneath the brow bone and kind of blend it in. I'm going to pick up the pigment that I just dropped and dab into it again. I'm going to put some on the other eye. Usually I wouldn't go for such a straight ass kind of like colour, but because I'm doing an eye look, I figured I might as well. I have used this palette a couple of times, not like a hell of a lot, because I wanted to do a tutorial on it. That's why I didn't try to do the rest of my looks with it, because I did want to do a tutorial on it and show you guys what I think of it and all that good stuff. So one side's darker than the other, but it's alright, we can do that. Okay, so now I'm gonna grab the Free Hugs, which is this shade here, and I'm just gonna overlap that on top just to give it some more dimension, just because I want to give it more color. I'm just going to blend. Again, see, as I like to say, I like to use the nudie shades as like a base first, and then like I'll go in with like the random kind of out there colors, just because I like to go like subtle and then full on do like a full on eye. I'm going to take a little bit of Confidence, which is that really nice kind of like darker shade, and I'm just going to take that over this again and just kind of like shade it in. See, I just like to use my blender brush to blend everything together because it just works. Even if you like don't have a blendy brush or anything, I just take whatever brush I can find in my house. But again, I use all different brushes. All brushes blend out the same way. So it's not really something that I don't really grab like heaps of brushes. I just use whatever brush I can find. So I think I'm going to go in with a little bit of You Do You, which is sort of like this darker kind of tone, which I think you guys may have seen it, but I will show you guys. So You Do You is this one here, which is a really nice dark kind of plummy color. And I'm just going to take this on the outside and kind of like blend it in a little bit, just to give it more of like a plum look. And I'm just blending it. See how like you can see that it's gone a little bit darker like on the outside? That's the reason I do it. Only because I like to go darker on the outside of my eye. I do not know, and I do not know why I like to go darker. I just like to make a statement with my eyes, I guess. Like a bold kind of look. And now I'm going to cut crease it. I might like add a little bit more of that plum kind of color, that You Do You color, just so we can have it the same. Oh, see, that's what happens. It likes to go everywhere. Actually, that worked just a little bit because it made it a little bit darker. Okay, let me fix that up on this side and add a little bit of that in here too. It's very hard when you're trying to place something in the right spot and it just goes off to the mainstream. Happens to me all the time. I just make it work. I'm going to take another one of my fluffy brushes and I'm just going to blend to the gods because for some reason it doesn't want to blend. So just going to grab a cleaner brush and just blend it out a bit more. Okay, there we go. Okay, so now I'm going to cut crease, which again, I like to cut crease a little bit different to a lot of people, but entirely up to you how you do it. So I just take like a mini paintbrush and kind of like take a little bit of like the concealer, or well, for this I like to use just the concealer. And I take the paintbrush and then I kind of just like put it and kind of paint it on and kind of like tap it in, sort of like so. So you can see that it's sort of like a cut crease, but not too over defined as a cut crease. I don't know, I like to do it this way because it looks a little bit like more subtle, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Doesn't look like too out there and too extreme, but entirely up to you on how you want to cut crease as well, because you know you can cut crease in so many ways. I don't know, I like to cut crease a little bit different from people, but entirely up to you how you want to cut crease, because my cut creasing is not so good still. And then I sort of just pat it, and then I grab the shades that I want to use. So I might go in with the Flames. I'm going with the Flames. So I'll take the really dark orange, which is Flames, and I'm just going to take that on the outside of my eye, on the outside corner of my eye, and kind of blend it up with the rest. And do the same on this side. And then I'm going to take the shade You Got This, which is that hybrid color, and I'm going to stick that right into the inner corner of my eye, to my lid. The same on that side. So that is the look. Hopefully, I feel like we need to add a little bit more of the flames to this eye a little bit, just because it didn't look like it fully got it. So, and we can add a little bit of flames up here too, just to give it more of like a blend too. There you go. So that is the eye look done. Now I'm going to align it and put mascara on, and I will be back. Okay, so what I did was I sort of just took the shade Camo and the shade Dark Side and put those both under my line, my waterline, and then I just sort of chucked on an eyeliner, and then I just chucked on a mascara. So now I'm going to finish the look by using Carmi's old palette with these two highlighters in it, and I'm going to be using the shade, that white shade, which I totally forgot what it's called now, but that is the shade I'll be using, only because I really like these shades. I think these are absolutely beautiful. And again, I don't use many highlighters. I don't have like a heaps of highlighters sitting in my house. I just have the occasional, and I think that this highlighter works really well too. And I wish my face wasn't perspiring. Yeah, it happens. Not gonna lie, it happens. Perspiring happens on my face. I don't know why, and I do not understand why it does it, but it does. So I do apologize for that. And that is the finished look, and let me just spray some of my spray on. I'm going to change pace and actually use a different product for this. I'm going to take the, whoa, what is in my eye? No, that was me freaking out as per usual. So I'm just going to be taking the L'Oreal Paris Infallible Fixing Mist, and I'm just going to spritz this on my face, just so it sets it. I didn't put lipstick on, and I do apologize because my lip at the moment is having a little bit of drama, but I will definitely be putting on more lipstick after this is healed and after I go get my piercing done. So that'll be that. But I hope you guys liked me doing this look. I absolutely love Carmi's Make Magic palette. I have loved his first palette too. So if you guys don't have his Make Magic palette or his Kiss of Fire palette, definitely go pick these babies up. These retail value, I think they're $18. Here in Australia, I think I paid $18 or $20. I can't remember. But I will leave the link down below for where you can buy these two palettes. So Glam Rider officially has these two palettes that are here in Australia, so you can definitely pick them up from Glam Rider. You can also go on their site and pick them up. Also, Carmi on his channel will probably tell you where else you can get them from, but these are absolutely amazing palettes. I hope you guys love both of his palettes. I hope you guys loved me doing this look. Hope you guys don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel and all that good stuff. I will hopefully see you guys on the next one. Have a nice night / whatever time it is where you guys are living, and have a wonderful night, day, and I will see you on the next video. Bye guys.